you may or may not know, I've started a little tradition on this channel where every Christmas we revisit old classic movies and discuss how silly and nonsensical they are. That's right, sometimes I make videos on things other than video games. So far, we've just done videos on the Rankin Bass Christmas movies, as those were the most iconic. Rankin Bass is literally synonymous with Christmas. That's why I was so shocked to find out that they do movies for other holidays outside of the RCU, Rudolph Cinematic Universe. What do you mean they have Easter movies? I thought they only did Christmas! Last April, I discovered a Rankin Bass Easter movie that is more silly and nonsensical than all of the Christmas movies. It's got con artist rabbits, evil snowballs, deadly diseases, and Santa. That jolly old man just can't keep himself out of these movies, can he? All these insane plot points and more are packed into a 24-minute special. To celebrate Easter, I'm going to tell you all about the very bizarre movie, The First Easter Rabbit. I've been holding on to this video idea for a year now. Now, if this was your favorite holiday movie as a kid, don't take this video as me bashing it. We're just here to have fun and poke fun. Alright, let's get into it. The movie opens on a rabbit who honestly kind of creeps me out. Something about his face and the way he smiles, it just isn't right. Anyway, he says that his name is GB, and he's going to tell us the story about how the Easter Bunny came to be. The story starts on Christmas Day, when a stuffed rabbit is gifted to Glinda, the most enthusiastic girl to ever exist.
Oh, Mommy, I love him. Thank you. I love him. Now I'll call him Stuffy. Oh, look, it snowed last night. Can I go outside now?
I was being sarcastic, if you couldn't tell. Now we meet 3 live rabbits, Spats, Flops, and Whiskers. The movie makes it a point to tell us these 3 are con rabbits. They're bad bunnies who try to steal carrots from other rabbits. You shouldn't trust them. One day, they happen upon Stuffy, who's been left outside.
He isn't real. But I am real. I am. I am.
Why was that so depressing?
But I am real. I am. I am.
Yeah, so Stuffy may be a plush, but he is alive. He has thoughts and feelings just like you and me. He has a bit of a complex about the fact that no one thinks he's real. He's gonna be okay though, because Glinda loves him, so he's living a happy and fulfilling life. That is until one day when something terrible happens.
Little Glinda took ill.
I'm afraid it's scarlet fever. The first thing is to burn all of the bedclothes. And oh yes, that old stuffed rabbit.
My god, this movie escalated quickly. I did not expect a little girl to nearly die of scarlet fever 5 minutes into an Easter movie.
I think I'll leave all this for burning tomorrow.
Our rabbit friend thought to himself, what's the use of being loved if it all ends like this?
Oh my god, I thought this was supposed to be a happy movie! All of a sudden, a fairy named Calliope appears. She brings loved toys to life when they're no longer needed. So, are there any kind of restrictions on what toys can be brought to life? Like, if you bring a stuffed rabbit to life, no big deal. No one is going to bat an eye at a rabbit hopping around. But what about Gudetama here? If I love him enough, will Calliope bring him to life? Because I think people are going to have some questions if this starts walking around. Anyway, Calliope says that she wants Stuffy to be the first Easter rabbit. When he asks why, she says it's because each holiday needs a symbol in order for kids to remember it. I mean, she's not wrong. Kids definitely seem to like the holidays where magical beings bring them presents the most. I mean, I won't lie, that's how I was as a kid. She tells him that he needs to go to Easter Valley, where it's always spring. Before she leaves, she gives Stuffy a warning.
But beware of zero.
Why does she not elaborate on this at all? Beware of Zero! I'm not going to tell you who he is, what he looks like, or anything he does though. Just beware! Stuffy heads off on his journey, but he pretty much immediately hits his head and loses his memory of Calliope's warning about Zero. Not that there was really much for him to remember anyway, so I don't think it matters. Also, he remembers everything else. It's just the warning that he forgot. That is some very selective memory loss. Stuffy runs into the 3 con rabbits from before, who decide to accompany him to Easter Valley. Now, you may be thinking that these 3 rabbits are going to be trouble for Stuffy. I mean, the movie made it a point to tell us they're bad. Well, if you thought that, you're wrong. The con rabbits just become Stuffy's good friends for the rest of the movie and never do anything bad. What was the point of making them con artists then? Anyway, it's time to meet Zero and his henchman, Bruce.
Bruce? Bruce? I'm coming! Ooh, Zero!
What am I watching? So, I don't know what exactly Zero is. The movie never explains. But he's in charge of keeping the North Pole snowy, so I guess he's kind of like Jack Frost or something. The only part of the North Pole Zero hasn't been able to make snowy is Easter Valley. It's always spring there. There's a secret entrance to the valley, so he's never been able to make it inside. Have you ever tried going in from the top? Just a suggestion, Stuffy and friends are able to find the entrance though, which is through a tree. The gang has made it to Easter Valley and oh my god, it's Santa! He says he's here to give some advice to Stuffy. His advice is that this year, he should just start by giving presents to one town and then he can expand his reach next year. And then he leaves. I feel like Santa could have given Stuffy a little more help than that. Like maybe letting him borrow one of his flying reindeer, or telling him how to make enough toys for all the kids. But hey, whatever. Who am I to judge Santa? So pretty much right after that, Stuffy is like, well, I'm going to visit Glinda. Later. Yeah, I really think Santa should have stuck around longer to keep Stuffy on track. It's been like an hour and he's already leaving. Stuffy shows up at Glinda's window, and as you may imagine, she was really excited to see him.
Oh, Mother, it was Stuffy. He came back, and he was really real. And there's going to be a parade and everything on Easter Sunday.
Again, sarcasm. Stuffy heads back to Easter Valley, but unfortunately for him, Bruce saw him going through the secret entrance. Bruce rushes back to Zero to tell him. He sneaks in and steals the golden lily, which is what keeps it from getting cold and snowy in Easter Valley. He covers the valley in snow, trapping the rabbits inside. But then Bruce randomly starts to feel bad about what they've done. I don't know what changed his mind, but who cares? Let's get some Bruce character development. He rolls all the way to Santa's workshop to ask for help. Santa takes a sleigh and reindeer to the valley and saves the rabbits by bringing them up the chimney. Geez, Santa, way to steal Stuffy's thunder. This is an Easter movie. Why are you still the hero? Stuffy is able to make it to Glinda's town's Easter parade, and it's a great time. I mean, look at how much fun everyone is having. Oh yeah! I gotta be honest though, all Stuffy really does at the parade is dance around with Glinda and strut down the street in a top hat. And then he leaves. I don't really think that's what the Easter Bunny is supposed to do. His job is pretty similar to Santa's, and yet all he did was this. It's his first year though, so I'll cut him some slack, and I'm still putting some blame on Santa for not helping him at all. Also, are Glinda's mom and the doctor a couple now? What the heck happened here? Ah, how romantic. One minute he's treating a girl for scarlet fever, and the next he's taking her mom to the Easter parade. Truly a love story for the ages. Santa tells Zero to return the golden lily to the valley and get rid of the snow or else he'll move out of the North Pole. Zero doesn't like this because it'd mean that he'd be all alone in the North Pole, so he agrees.
Who's that? Me? I'm Zero. Sorry to drape and run, but this weather is bad for my health. Bye!
What a heartfelt apology.
Right you are, Chimpy. So you found me out at the very end. That's right, I was Stuffy.
Huh. You didn't age too well there, Stuffy. Also, what does GB stand for? Is anyone going to explain this? The answer is no, because the movie is over. So, according to the first Easter Rabbit wiki page, it stands for the Great Easter Bunny. How they figured that out, I have no idea, because I did not hear them say that anywhere in this movie. Anyway, that does it for the first Easter Rabbit. I don't think this one is going to become a holiday classic for me. I think I'm gonna stick with the Rankin Bass Christmas movies. Those seem to have better plots and characters. I mean, we started this movie with a girl nearly dying from scarlet fever, and ended it with a talking snowball asking Santa to save Easter. This movie was kind of odd, and also weirdly depressing.
But I am real. I am.
But hey, I can't say that I wasn't entertained. I kind of love when I watch a movie and the whole time I'm just like, huh? It's actually very fun. Anyway, have you seen this movie before? Let me know in the comments below. Also let me know if there are movies, games, or other media you want me to make a video on. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to see more content from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!